My BF slammed on the brakes so hard that I was thrown into the locked seatbelt in response to me commenting on his driving. How to address. My BF, 28M, of 3.5 years and I 26F were driving down a main road towards a red light. He was accelerating into the red light, so I said, "Why are you accelerating? It's red." In response to this comment, he slammed on the brakes so hard that the car screeched and I was thrown forward. The locked seatbelt caught me. I was not injured by this, but it did scare me. Afterwards, when I spoke to him about it, he said I made him really mad with my driving comment, especially since I had told him not to comment on my own driving the day before, and that we should agree not to comment on each other's driving. I don't think that's totally unreasonable, but I also don't think that his act of slamming on the brakes was appropriate. I am concerned that he thinks it was appropriate. How to address this with him. Edit. Thanks to everyone for your comments. I don't think I can respond to all at this stage, but I'll try and answer some of the questions here. The car is my car. I own it, but let him drive it. I usually push back on letting drive it at all when I am with him because I think he doesn't treat the car as well as I would like. The comments from him on my driving are about me driving too slowly/hesitating. I was in a scary car accident a few years ago and have been a very nervous and careful driver since then. I had asked him to stop commenting on my driving because I felt like he was nagging me all day about it. The specific instance where I said to stop was because I was hesitating at a traffic circle and was giving too much space for people to go through ahead of me. The comment that caused him to hit the brakes was my first comment of the car ride. We had literally just gotten in the car and it was the first light. Still, we had some tension/arguments that week leading up to it about other things, and I think he was a little annoyed with me already when we got in the car. I won't pretend that I have not made him mad and could have tried harder to avoid that, but I felt that the reaction in slamming the brakes was very extreme. I hear what you all are saying. This confirms what I think I already knew the brake slamming was about. It's hard to imagine a situation where that can be seen as reasonable or safe. He has never done anything else physical with me aside from this car incident, though he does have an explosive temper. I've seen him get physical with other things. He's punched a hole in our wall once over a video game, and he smacks cars when we are out running and he sees cars not stop properly at stoplights. I would say he hasn't lost his temper with me much, but when he has I found a bit freaky because he adopts a really intense, teeth clenched, fists clenched sort of thing. He's slammed a fist on the table a few times. Again, never has actually done anything physical. Also, to clarify, he was not slamming on the brakes because of the red light. We were still 50-ish feet from the line where you stop for the light. It was definitely in response to my comment, and he said it was afterwards when he explained that he slammed on the brakes because he was mad. I will look into the resources everyone sent and think about this. I am feeling like I need to end it, particularly after reading what everyone has said. Thank you. I appreciate all your thoughts and advice. Edit 2. For the people commenting with generalized, typical women grievances, it is misogynistic to make generalizations about all women based on one woman's experience. Update. Thank you to everyone who commented. It was a little rough being told by literally hundreds of people how bad of a situation this was. I think it was the wake-up call I needed, though. I was having a really hard time seeing the situation clearly. I knew his behavior was wrong, but I didn't have the language for what I was experiencing and didn't know what to do. Well, since this post, I filled in some friends and relatives on the situation. Everyone agreed that his behavior was completely unacceptable. Everyone said he either needed some serious therapy and anger management, or we needed to break up. Well, on Friday, I tried to ask him about the anger issues to see if he may be willing to seek help for it. He was extremely dismissive of it all, told me I was blowing things out of proportion, and even laughed at me when I suggested his aggression was a little scary. That was the last straw for me. Last night, I told him I thought we should break up. What followed was an agonizing and painful 2 hours of crying and holding each other. He pleaded with me to stay, promised that he would be better for me, asked to do therapy, basically, everything I had been wanting to hear from him for months, if not years. I couldn't trust it, though. I ended up taking my dog and going to a hotel, where I'll be for a few days while we think about logistics of breaking up. It has been so incredibly hard, but I am feeling like I made the right decision. Several people expressed concern for me in my original post, so I wanted to update you all and let you know that I am okay and that I left. I'm not able to completely go no contact currently because of our shared living situation and dog, but I am taking steps to break away. Thank you again to everyone for the feedback and affirmation.